Hello, everyone. I just got back from California and it was a wonderful weekend. I mean, I got to meet with many of you guys. I was at the hotel lobby all the way till 1 a.m. in the morning. I mean, this was like a mini Wealth Summit on its own. So it was wonderful. But today, I want to talk to you guys about some of the questions that came up on our WhatsApp group, as well as during the during the meetup as well. And some of you guys reached out to me directly, and there were a lot of questions on the real estate webinar that I conducted on Saturday as well. So I'm going to address all of those questions in this video format, and I'll create a separate landing page so that way it becomes really easy for anybody to follow along. So first of all, some of you guys who are brand new to Wealth Summit, let me try to address that one first, and then we'll get into ticketing and sponsorships and other possibilities that's happening. So Wealth Summit is a full day event from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We have a lot of fun there. So we start out early morning with tea, coffee, snacks. You get to meet with all the vendors that are at the Wealth Summit, and come say hello to me. Let's take some pictures together, and let's get to meet each other. As usual, for all our group members, I'm going to book X number of tables depending upon how many registrations we got. I think so far from our group, I already see almost 50 people have booked. So I think after this video, probably many more are going to book. So, and I'm going to try to, based on how many people, and that's why it's important to buy the tickets of using those unique links, by the way, so that way I can put all of you guys together. So that would be kind of fun. Then you guys can all get to know each other, maybe have lunch together. I'll come join you guys as well. So it'll be kind of fun. So that's number one. And, after the snacks, after the tea, coffee, pictures, then we start out the event, goes on till about 12:30, 1 o'clock. Then we all break out for lunch, and then event goes on around 5 o'clock or so. Then we, have a snacks again, tea, coffee, some snacks, and then we open up for Q&A session. We bring all the attorneys, Sanjeev ji, myself, other vendors on the stage, and we take all of your questions, and we do a lot of giveaways all the way till the end. Last year I think we had big screen TV, there were projectors, if I remember, there were chairs, there were iPads, there were watches, and all kind of gifts. So these are not like $5 gift cards. Like, these are really nice gifts that people enjoy. So we did that last year. So I would assume this year going to be same as well. I don't really know what we're going to buy just yet, but I think we're going to have plenty of prizes. So that's how the event goes. It's fun. It's awesome. I mean, can you imagine taking on 12 hours of financial knowledge in one day? So sometimes people go like, oh, can I just come for 1 hour? You can, but I would recommend that, do whatever you can to at least put one day aside to build a better future for yourself. And we don't expect you to become our client. We don't ask you to become our client. We don't sell you anything. Myself, people, like, let's say you want to meet with me. First of all, you have to set up an appointment, you have to pay in advance, and then you meet with me. I have nothing to sell you. Well, we don't really focus on trying to sell you anything, insurance, annuities, or some sort of other financial service where you have to pay me some commission. We're against all that. We don't get involved in any of that stuff. So there's no sales involved. It's all about pure information. That's what we focus on. So that's number one. So that's what Wealth Summit is, just in case you don't know what it is. This year, I came up with an idea of printing out a planner for 2026. Now, idea come because I use it myself. So it's always sitting on my desk, but it's more focused on taxes, because that's what I do for a living. But the problem is, me personally, I have noticed that this planner can be actually very helpful if it has some additional information in it. For example, if I can track the habits that I'm trying to build, and for example, meditation is one of the habits I'm trying to build, doing breathing exercises I'm trying to build, swimming, learning a new language. These are some of the habits. So right now, they're hit and miss. So I'm like, why don't I have a tracker in my planner so I can just do a check mark? I practice that every single day. That's one example of it. In terms of finance, how am I doing for my 10-year goal, for my 5-year goal, for my 3-year goal, for my 1-year goal? How am I, improving every single month? What kind of activities I'm doing? I want to be able to track all that. I like to go to gym, and I want to track what kind of exercises I'm doing and how am I progressing there. Now, yeah, you can use digital apps and all that, but it takes a whole different level when you have it on your desk and you're looking at it every single day and you're putting a check mark in front of it that you got it done. It just makes you so much better. So yeah, you're going to get a lot of information at the Wealth Summit. I mean, it's going to be overwhelming. I get that. But which ones are you going to execute? Like when you come to Wealth Summit in 2026, are you going to be better than what you were in 2025? That's my purpose with the planner. So I'm planning on printing it, and I wasn't sure if people have enough interest in it, but I only introduced it a week ago, and I already have 100 plus registrations. So thank you. Thank you to every single one of you guys who placed an order and got your Wealth Summit tickets, because this gives me confidence it's worthwhile getting that printed. Now, so what I have done is I want to hit at least 200 registrations. So once I have 200 registrations, then I know there's enough interest and I can go ahead and get it printed. But the problem is it takes a lot of time in designing and printing and shipping and all that kind of stuff, and it's cost a lot of money. Honestly speaking, if you ask me, I wouldn't be surprised. Just the shipping alone might be $4,000-$5,000. So just kind of gives you an idea how complicated these things are. But anyhow, it's worthwhile, because I think every single person is going to get a lot of value out of it. So all I ask you is, if you haven't registered for Wealth Summit, go ahead and register it, and register it using the link below. That way I can track that you're part of a group member, and I can have you sit together, and I can have those planners ready for you. So promotion is going to be only limited, hopefully another week or so. People register and we are done with it. And after that, I'm not, I will still have the planners, but we'll let people buy the planners at that point. The idea is that people who join early, who register early, they should be rewarded somehow. And that's my technique for rewarding them going forward. So if this is successful, I'm gonna start doing it every single year. It's a great incentive for anybody who registers early, because you can choose to register in October, November. Nobody's stopping you from doing that. But what that does, it makes my life hard to plan things out. So thank you for registering early. So that's that. Now come down to tickets. So I always give you the best ticket possible in our group, always by default. You don't have to worry about any discount codes or anything like that, or wait for a deal or whatnot. Sometimes Sanjeev might do some things for a day or two just to make things really crazy, because he's trying to reward somebody. I have no control over that. But like you 90% of the time you have a better deal here in the group. So on the webinar, somebody asked me, Deepakji, you have this bring a friend ticket. Can you please add that to our group? And on his request, I did. It's not a big discount. It's like a 10% discount, but the idea was that, hey, if you don't come alone, bring a friend, right? That's the idea, your neighbor, somebody you like, take an effort. Please don't ask other people in the group to join you just to get a $5 discount. That is just not fair. Please, that's not right. The discount is for you to bring your spouse. Discount is for you to bring your kid. Discount is there to bring a friend. Like, I want you to make an effort to reach out to somebody and help them. People in the group, they're already getting help. So please don't misuse it. It's just not right. I mean, these tickets are worth well over $300, $400 at the bare minimum. I mean, I attend some of these events. They cost me $3,000, $4,000, and I'm telling you, I make a lot of use out of those. So what kind of value you get, obviously, at the end of the day, it's going to depend upon how you use it. But I just wanted to point that to you. So go ahead and take advantage of that. Please register early. These are, by the way, these planners, I'm expecting them to be like A4 size, like they're your regular book, and they're probably going to have maybe 70, 80 pages in it, maybe more. I don't know, depending upon, I'm adding a lot of information in it. So I think you're not going to be able to find it anywhere else. And I want to improve upon it. So if you have an idea how I can improve the planner, what kind of things you're doing in the planner, any suggestions that you might have that I should add in it, please share it with me. I'll add them to the planner. I want that everybody have it on their desk, and I will have some additional ones. So if I'm going to order it, obviously if I only order 200, my price might be like $50 planner. Don't want to do that. I probably have to order at least 1,000 copies or more to get at least somewhat of a reasonable price. So I will certainly have extra planners. So if you want to give it to your kids or give it as a gift or something like that, you're welcome to do that. Then there was a question about sponsorships. Yeah. So if you have a product or service that is related to money, whatever, maybe you're a realtor, or maybe, you sell insurance or or something along those lines, and you want to get a table at the Wealth Summit, then certainly reach out to me, and I can see if that might be possible. We don't want to have too many people just selling insurance. That just doesn't make any sense. By the way, those of you who don't know, I myself is a licensed insurance agent, but I don't promote insurance. I don't even sell it, honestly. But it's there because some of my clients sometimes they don't want to do the deal with anybody else, so I have to get involved. So I also have a license there, just in all honesty there. So that's about it, I think, about the Wealth Summit. I'm super excited. I think this is going to be the best Wealth Summit we have ever had. And I know I say that every single year, but I can't stop because there's just so much going on in the world of finance right now. And finally, I have gotten Sanjeev to even more open to things outside of tax. So obviously, I'm going to be staged on this time, and I'm going to be talking about some of the interesting trends that I am seeing in the market. And I'll share it openly with all of you guys there, anybody who's attending to the Wealth Summit. And more importantly, by the way, one of the problem I have is I don't want anybody to join my financial coaching program out of greed, So I know oftentimes people ask me, Deepakji, show me your returns, okay? And I can, and I do, but I do that in a private setting. So if you really want to learn about that, talk to the people in the coaching program, okay? Don't ask me directly because I just don't feel it right. Because if I do that, I think I can sell a lot of membership. No, the moment you look at it, you'll be like, oh my God, this is no brainer, right? But that would be selling out of greed. I don't want to do that. So when you see, for example, during the meetup, I was informed that some people on our group try to recruit other people, into different groups. They try to sell different services, asking them for 1%, 2% commission from their investments. Please don't. Well, what you do is your business, but if you come across those people on our group, let me know. They need to be out of the group. They should be doing their own marketing, finding their own customers. Please understand, if they're doing that kind of stuff on our group and I'm not doing it myself, that tells you a whole lot about those kind of people, right? Finance is not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard by default, right? So there's no easy route out, guys. You got to learn about this stuff, and once you learn, it's enormously powerful. So anyhow, what I was going to say is I'm going to ask our members, our coaching group members, to be at the Wealth Summit, and I'm not going to give them a free ticket. Every single one of them is going to buy their own ticket, and they are going to be, whoever choose to be there, and they will be there so you guys can talk to them. And the reason why I don't want to give them free tickets is obviously because I don't want them to have any incentive to promote the coaching program whatsoever. They should be doing this out of their free will, and and you guys should be getting a nice and clear answers from them. If I'm doing something right, if I'm teaching them something right and they're benefiting from it, they must be making tons of money, and there's no reason for them to make few extra dollars from me because they're saying something good about me. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So that's my plan, guys. So please be careful. If anybody asks you for money, or they tell you they work for me, or they're associated with me, or they're part of my group or anything like that, please stay away from them. I do not do any kind of outreach whatsoever. Everybody that is part of my group who does business with me, they have to reach out to me directly. They have to set up an appointment. They have to make a payment, and then they get to talk to me. I'm never going to ask you to make me a payment. I would not initiate a contact with you directly. So if somebody's reaching out to you, they're saying, oh, here, this is what I do. They have nothing to do with me. So just please understand that, be very clear, because this industry is very, very risky. So please be very, very careful. So I think you have a good idea about all the things. I gave you a good understanding as to what Wealth Summit is. I gave you what the deal with the free planner is. So again, I need at least a couple hundred registrations in order to book. So maybe another week or so. As long as I get them maybe early September, then I can still order them on time. If there is enough interest, I can always order them and you guys can pick them up later. But I think it would be kind of awesome if I can deliver those on the Wealth Summit date. So that's my plan. So if you have not registered, please go ahead and register now. Take advantage. I'm giving you a link. So single ticket link as well as multiple ticket link. And I'm going to give you a table of 10. But please don't ask other members in the group to join you. That is just not right. So that's my humble request. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, you have my WhatsApp number. You can reach out to me directly, and I'll be happy to help. Thank you.